First, a quick administrative announcement. Several imposters have cloned my account. They're sending out my picture and my name, asking you for money. Don't send them money, and please report them to TikTok. I am exactly like Jesus. Here is 1 John 4:17 in part. As he is, Jesus, so are we in this world. As he is, so are we in this world. Very, very few people teach or understand what I am about to teach. Very few churches teach this. If you understand it, you will be more of a bold and confident Christian. Satan does not want you bold and confident. And I think that's one reason why you hardly ever see this teaching, which I am about to teach. This teaching is directed to saved people. How do you get saved? Acts 16:30-31 is the most direct question and answer in the entire Bible on how to be saved, and says, and brought them out and said, Sirs, what must I do to be saved? And they said, believe on the Lord Jesus Christ, and thou shalt be saved. It's simple. Believe only on the Lord Jesus Christ, him alone and nothing else. For more information on that eternally important topic, please see video 152 pinned to the top of my page. All saved people are exactly like Jesus. I'm going to give you many facts in this video. I will cite most verses. I don't have time to read them all. You are made up of body, soul, and spirit. 1 Thessalonians 5:23. You were born with a dead spirit, which you inherited from Adam. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 1. You must get a new, alive spirit, a born-again spirit, to be saved, to see heaven. That's why Jesus said, you must be born again at John 3:3. And we know it is the spirit that must be born again because of John 3:6. Well, how do you get a born-again spirit, a spirit that's born of God? 1 John 5:1. Whosoever believeth that Jesus is the Christ is born of God. The moment that you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, you get that new born-again spirit, and the Spirit of God indwells you. Look at 1 Corinthians 3:16. The moment you believe in Jesus, you have two spirits indwelling you. And what I'm going to say now is extremely important. The two spirits are joined together to make one indwelling spirit. I'm going to read this verse twice. 1 Corinthians 6:17. But he that is joined unto the Lord is one spirit. But he that is joined unto the Lord is one spirit. Ephesians 2:15 reflects this, and it also tells us what this new spirit man is called. Ephesians 2:15. For to make in himself of twain one new man. Twain is two. What two? Two. The born-again spirit and the Spirit of God. For to make in himself of twain one new man. Now, the new man is also called the inner man. Look at Ephesians 3:16 and 2 Corinthians 4:16. The body, the flesh, is the outer man. 2 Corinthians 4:16. Now, you must get this, what I'm going to tell you right now. You must understand the spiritual attributes, the characteristics of the new inner spirit man. And I'm going to go over 4 of them. Attribute number 1 of the new inner spirit man. We dwell in Jesus, and Jesus dwells in us. 1 John 4:13. We are one in spirit. Second attribute of the new inner spirit man. In Jesus is no sin. 1 John 3:5. So the new inner spirit man does not sin in spirit. Attribute number 3 of the new inner spirit man. Joined to the Spirit of God. That new man, that inner man, that spirit man is totally holy and totally righteous. Ephesians 4:24. The new inner spirit man has the righteousness of God. Romans 3:22, Romans 4:5, 2 Corinthians 5:21, and Philippians 3:9. Attribute number 4 of the new inner spirit man, it is 100% totally sanctified. Hebrews 10:10. So, all saved people are exactly like Jesus in the spirit, not the flesh. All saved people are exactly like Jesus in the spirit. Now, a huge attribute that I've already covered is that the spirit man, the new inner man, does not sin. Remember, 1 John 3:5. In Jesus is no sin, and we are in Jesus, so we don't sin. If you can't sin, you can't lose your salvation. Be bold. Be confident in who you are as a saved person. Now, there's people who teach that you can lose your salvation. Now, I want to be kind to them. Many of them, some of them, are saved. But they are almost 100% totally ignorant of all the things that I have covered in this video. And sometimes they come up with, I think, very ignorant sounding reasons why a person could lose their salvation. I'll just give you one. I've only got time for one. Well, the saved person may decide just to walk away from Jesus. You can't walk away from Jesus. You're joined to Jesus. It is theologically impossible to lose your salvation before the rapture. Now, so far, I've been totally focused on the new inner spirit man. I'm going to transition and talk about the outer man, the body, the flesh. That's where the sin problem is. Now, this is what God expects of the outer man. Titus 2:12. We should live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world. Please look at video 197 and 203. Now, God knows that saved people still sin with the outer man. Look at 1 John 1:8, 1 John 1:10. But he doesn't want sin to reign in your body, to dominate your body. Look at Romans chapter 6, verse 12, 13, and 14. There's a struggle for the rest of the saved person's life between the inner spirit man and the outer man, the flesh. Look at Galatians 5:17. That sums up that struggle pretty well. Now, some saved people do not live godly lives. They live carnal lives. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 1 through 3. Some live lives of dishonor. 2 Timothy 2:20. But a carnal Christian, a saved person living a life of dishonor, cannot lose their salvation. But there are potential negative consequences. I'm going to go over 4 potential negative consequences. These are important. First negative consequence, chastisement. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 5 through 11. Second negative consequence, you could lose rewards. 2 John 8. Third negative consequence, you could lose the opportunity to reign with Jesus. 2 Timothy 2:12. Fourth negative consequences, all these are potential. God could kill you, take you home early. Look at 1 John 5:16. Has this ever happened before? Absolutely. Acts chapter 5, 1 through 5, and 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 27 through 30. Bottom line, saved people are exactly like Jesus in the spirit, not the flesh. Be confident, be bold in who you are. You cannot lose your salvation. It is theologically impossible to lose your salvation before the rapture. That should make you more of a bold and confident Christian. Get out there and witness to people. I think we're close to the rapture.